Shot it. It was some that pull up and just let off over 50 shots. I'm talking about busting.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to keep talking about this young Dolph situation. Now, there's a video that just started to make its rounds on social media, and it's of a young lady, and it looks like she is telling her side of the story of what happened to young Dolph yesterday. Now, she's saying that from firsthand experience, she got to look at the vehicles that were actually involved in the shooting of young Dolph and, the people who actually took his life, the vehicles they showed up in and left in, right? And it seems like she's frantic at the time, and I'm not sure if this is, if this is valid, man. Maybe she could be talking about another situation, but it definitely seems like she's talking about this from firsthand account. Now, before we get to the clip, though, and talk about that, I also want to talk about the situation that took place with Yo Gotti in the restaurant, man. His mom's restaurant, I think it's called Privé or something like that. And we'll talk about that and how the city of Memphis was on a lockdown and everything. But before we do all that, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this young Dolph situation in this video, man. So in this video, there's a young lady and she says Dolph's name specifically. So, I mean, it's not a far stretch. But she's definitely talking about a shooting situation that she witnessed, and she's matching it to the situation with young Dolph. Now, I'm trying to tread lightly because, I don't want to implicate anybody in anything, and I definitely don't want to be the person pointing her out as the person who fingered the vehicles or the person who can tell the police who the vehicles are if she doesn't want that attention for herself. But she did put this on social media, so we gonna rock with it. So let's check out this clip and see what she has to say.
Shot it. It was some that pull up and just let off over 50 shots. I'm talking about busting. I'm talking about I'm standing. You want to go down there, baby? We at the shells and me and my baby getting out the car, and I'm talking about before I even got to the door, the shells door, open up the door. Bah, bah, I'm talking about all you hear gunshots. So I'm looking, I'm grabbing my baby to see where they coming from. I'm looking and see that it's over there at the washer that I was just at yesterday. It's the cookie shop next door to the washer. They busting at them. I'm talking about busting, number shots. 2 fucking cars full of pull up all black. One car was a white two-door junk. I didn't see the other one, but I seen running and ducking and shit. And they was saying something about Dolph security guard was trying to help them or was doing something. But ain't no security guards up there. Ain't no security guard. Ain't nobody up there but the that's laying dead.
Now, you heard in that clip, she cleared up a couple of rumors out there. Now, there were rumors that young Dolph's security guard, and she said Dolph, his security guard, had tried to help him out or something like that. But it looks like, no, he was rolling dolo. There wasn't any security guard. And the people that jumped out on him, they obviously came from 2 different vehicles. And she said there was one white car and another car, and it was people dressed in black. And based on the video that we seen, or the picture, the still picture that we seen from the security camera outside of the bakery, you could see there were guys in hoodies that were dressed in black. One looked like it might have been navy blue, but obviously those were the suspects according to all the reports, or at least the rumors that are out there right now. Now, there's going to be more information that comes out about this situation, no doubt. But the fact that she actually could place vehicles, I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody's already going to be reaching out to her if they haven't already reached out to her. But it's wild to say the least. And that only goes on the basis if she's telling the truth. And, she might be talking about another situation and this is just a viral clip. But right now, this clip is definitely making its rounds on social media. What's wild is, man, the puzzle is going to come together. You got the security cameras, even though it looks like the shooters or the alleged shooters were being very careful with their outfits and everything like that. There's probably something that's out there that's going to slip up, and we'll be hearing more about this case. Watch. We'll be hearing a lot more about it. And my take from the other video was that it just looks like some sort of planned hit, man. It looks like somebody had intentions of just showing up and killing young Dolph. as opposed to somebody showing up to rob them or something like that. You know what I mean? Wild situation. Now, what's even crazier is what Memphis went through in the last 24 hours, right? So the city of Memphis actually had a sort of curfew imposed. Like, there was a lot of debate about it, and there was actually a state representative, a congressperson, who had advised everybody, like, yo, man, we need to have a curfew after this. We need to shut it down, shut the city down. And this was the post that was made on social media right here, where you can see that she said these things. Now, that wasn't it, man. They were also worried about setting a curfew to, you know, potentially save anybody from being caught in the crossfires if something went crazy or somebody took some type of vengeance in their own hands. But they were also doing some protective measures outside of Yo Gotti's mom's restaurant. Now, Yo Gotti's mom and him, I'm assuming they're co-owners of this restaurant, and it's called Prive, or either you can call it Prive. It can be spelled, I've seen it pronounced several different ways, right? And they had law enforcement sitting out of the establishment and basically watching the establishment to make sure nothing went crazy. And there were a lot of rumors. I mean, let's look at the last 24 hours in Memphis, really, man. There was a lot going down as far as, you know, talks of reactions or retaliations because of what happened to young Dolph. So they wanted to jump on it ahead of time. And obviously the people in Memphis, as far as like their local government, are tuned in and they're aware of the friction between young Dolph and Yo Gotti. So they jumped on it. And there was a story from Complex News where they also referenced like TMZ. And I want to read this one part where it says this, man. The story, it talks about the situation. It says, TMZ reports that local law enforcement has temporarily shut down Prive, an upscale restaurant opened by Dolph's longtime foe, Yo Gotti. Yasser A. Kish of Fox 13 confirmed the closure via Twitter on Wednesday, just hours after Dolph was gunned down at Makita's Butter Cookies on Airways Boulevard. Now, here's the post from the guy, the news guy, Yasser Kish, and it says, breaking news, Memphis Police Department shut down Prive and businesses near as a precaution since Yo Gotti has connections with the business and past interactions with the now dead rapper Young Dolph. Hashtag pray for peace. So these were all preventative measures to make sure that nobody took out any type of revenge on Yo Gotti's restaurant. And there was a lot of rumors based on this. Because obviously people saw a whole bunch of police cars stationed outside of the restaurant. So they assumed that it either got shot up or whatnot. But they're saying it wasn't shot up. It was actually, you know, a preventive measure to make sure nobody was dumb enough to do anything stupid at that establishment. And I'm not sure if it's been open yet since this situation. But man, you can tell this is a story that has many legs. And with the whole shooter aspect, you know, now that we know that there's suspects who have been, you know, caught on camera at least, we'll see more about this. I mean, potentially we could see a whole RICO case or something in the future in this, just like we did with Blac in that situation, you know what I mean? But man, only time will tell, and I'll be tuned in. What do you guys think about this though? Do you think that with videos like the one I showed earlier with the young lady saying that she actually saw the white car and she saw the shooters jump out and she saw the shootings or whatnot, is going to lead to more and more information in order to lead to also an arrest later on? Or do you feel like, man, there's going to be a lot of these things coming out and some of them might not be valid? Or what about this whole situation with the city being shut down for some time, or there would be an argument about the city being shut down, and then the restaurant having that whole protective measure? Do you think that was overboard, or do you think they probably need to keep that up for a while until cooler heads prevail? Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.